So your ass just got denied on a Navy Fed credit card application. And you're just sitting there wanting, I can't believe they denied my ass. I thought I had everything lined up. What's up with that? Hey. Cut it out. They denied you. And so what? Listen, this ain't no biggie. Do not engage in a pity party over a credit card application, especially from Navy Fed. And please, don't make a federal case out of the whole thing. The thing is, credit card denials happen all the time. Okay, luckily for you today, I'm going to show you how to make sure your ass never gets denied again, especially on a Navy Fed credit card application. Okay, let's talk about Navy Fed credit cards. 7 proven hacks that always get you approved no matter what. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. How are you today? I hope you are doing fantastic. I'm doing marvelous, if you were to ask me. If you are doing as great as I am, go grab a cup of coffee, or tea, or vodka, and let's roll. In today's conversation, I want to talk to you about Navy Federal credit cards, 7 proven hacks to always get approved, no matter what. First, I want to talk to you about credit scores. Oh yeah, you have heard this before, but I'm going to talk about it again because it is quintessential. It is vital. Okay, the whole thing is that when we talk about credit scores, we are speaking about 2 things. We're speaking about your FICO score, but we're also talking about your Navy Fed internal score. Those 2 are correlated, but they are different. Your FICO score goes from 300 to 850, right? And your Navy Fed score goes from 100 to 450. So you got to know what the thing is, you can't know what your Navy Fed score is until you got denied. But your FICO score is public information. Not public, but it is available to you, okay? So you got to go to a website called annualcreditreport.com that allows you once a year to actually have access to your FICO scores at TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax. This is important, and I want you to do it. I want you to monitor your credit on a continuous basis. This is very important. Now, if you don't want to wait for a full year, I got you. By the way, I want you to go to Credit Karma. I want you to go to Experian Boost. I want you to go to Nerd Wallet. I want you to go to Wallet Hub. CreditWise from Capital One. You have a lot of players that give you your FICO score for free. Even your current credit card issuer might give you your credit score for free. So the whole thing is you want to understand what categories are you in. Are you in the excellent range, very good range, fair range, or poor range? In other words, are you still toiling away right now in the 300 to 370 to 379 range? Okay, so pay attention to that. So whether we talk about a FICO score or Vantage score, the rankings are kind of similar. When we talk about Vantage scores, you have a very poor from 300 to 499. You have poor to from 500 to 600. You have fair to 601 to 660, good to 661 to 780, and excellent to 781 to 850. The thing is that Navy Fed will use a TransUnion primarily, okay? But the whole thing here is that you want to check everything. You want to check your Vantage score. You want to check your FICO score. And you also want to make sure that you have a clear idea of what your Navy Fed internal score is. So if you have a bad credit score, you want to work on things right now, okay? The whole thing is you want to be in movement. Never stay lethargic. You want to be in movement so that you are constantly boosting your chances of approval the next time you apply for a Navy Fed credit card. So the first thing I want you to think about is your credit score. The second thing I want you to think about is your needs. You might be thinking, we're talking about a credit. This is a credit show. Why are we talking about needs? Well, needs are really important. You know why? Because your needs, your lifestyle, your spending patterns, okay, your household needs, those are quintessential when it comes to choosing a Navy Fed credit card. See, if you're just wasting your time choosing the wrong credit card for you, you're just wasting time and energy. So are you a travel lover? Then go for a Navy Fed credit card that offers travel perks. Are you looking for cash back? Go for a kind of card that gives you the cash back you need. Okay. Are you looking for mileage? I mean, you need to identify the needs of your household. Boss, I'm talking to you about something vital here, okay? Because I see a lot of people, let's say you're looking for a balanced transfer credit card. You're not getting a credit card that gives you travel perks. No. Okay, so what do you need to consider when choosing a Navy Fed credit card? You have to think about, will you be carrying a balance? Do you want to earn rewards? Okay, and are you comfortable with the APR you currently have? Because the Navy Fed has APRs from I think 8% to 18%. Are you comfortable with that? So you need to have a clear idea of what your needs are before applying for a credit card. See, when you have a clear idea what your needs are and you apply for the right credit card, you are basically improving your chances of approval. And this is important. Now, it doesn't matter if you have a good FICO score, but if a Navy Fed card doesn't suit your lifestyle, this is just a waste of energy. Okay, so this is important. Hey, I want you to do me a favor right now, boss. I want you to right now. What are your needs? Talk to me about your needs. Are you looking for a cashback credit card? Are you looking for a balance transfer credit cards? Are you looking for a travel credit card? What are you looking for from a Navy Fed? Okay, this is important. Maybe Navy Fed doesn't have the card you're looking for, and then it's about time we just start looking elsewhere. Why are we wasting time at the wrong party? There are parties happening in town all the time. Okay, if it ain't happening in Navy Fed, it's probably happened at the Penn Fed or at CCU or at BECU or other banks. Okay, so what are your needs? Answer that question. Answer that question. I want to talk to you now about cost. See, the thing here is that if your goal is ever to always get approved for a Navy Fed credit card, you got to think about cost. And when I think about cost, I'm talking about the fees that pertain to a specific card. Okay, and obviously you have the annual fee. Thank God there is no annual fee on any Navy Fed credit card. So this is really good because you're saving a lot of cash here. Because if they were to charge you $95 a year or whatever, $500 as you can see on some Chase or Amex credit cards, this is kind of crazy. So it's always a great idea to learn about the credit card terms, especially for Navy Fed. Okay, so you want to think about the APR. What is the APR? The APR is basically what they're charging you. This could be 8% to 18%, as I said before. Okay, but this changes though. This is based on the prime rate. So don't you just walk around whining that why are they giving me such a high APR? Your APR, even if you have good credit, your APR will depend partially on the prime rate. Okay, you also need to think about the balance transfer APR. If you're lucky, you probably get a 0% promo APR on balance transfers and purchases, but this doesn't happen all the time. So if it doesn't happen, then you got to ask yourself, what is the APR they're charging me on a balance transfer, on balance transfers in general? Okay, and what about penalty APR? Those are things you need to pay attention to, because if you have missed or returned payments, you might have to pay a penalty APR. Also think about balance transfer fee. Okay, sometimes, I think most of the times, Navy Fed does not charge a 3% balance transfer fee, which is fantastic. Unlike Penn Fed, which charges 3%. Okay, so this could be another fee also. So what I'm trying to tell you here is what? I'm trying to tell you to identify the cost you are willing to eat, you're willing to absorb on a Navy Fed credit card before you even apply. Because you know why? Because those fees will actually increase the amount of your minimum balance due. Okay, if you carry balances. Okay, and if you're not able to pay your balances, you are opening the hell gates of financial irresponsibility here. And we don't want that. This is not a territory where we want to go. We want to be on the right side of things. We want to build our credit gracefully and positively with Navy Fed. Okay, so penalty fees, you want to have a clear idea about that. You want to think about foreign transaction fees and all other whatever fees are pertaining to your particular card. I want to talk to you about pre-approval, boss. Uncle, I'm talking to you. Yeah, you. Hey, I'm talking to you. Do you know about pre-approval here? I mean, the whole thing is about checking for pre-approval. Navy Fed does not have a public link on their website when it comes to pre-approval. However, if you are a member, from time to time they might send you a link, a pre-approval link that you can click on and actually get and just want to see if you can actually estimate your chances of approval. And this is really, really good. Okay. And the funny thing is, we always say, and this is based on our own research, helping clients, but also we ourselves, we are all Penn Fed and Navy Fed members. The thing is that you never say no to a Navy Fed or Penn Fed pre-approval link. Never. Ever, ever, ever. No way, Jose. No way. Anytime they ask you, they send you a pre-approval link, you have nothing to lose. So don't you try to be cocky and say, you know what, I have a high FICO score, I have an 825, I don't need another credit card. Hey, listen, hey. You never know. You never know. Take the money. The worst thing that can happen to you is they will approve you, okay, and this will reduce your DTI, your CUR. It will reduce your CUR if you don't use the card. Or you can even use it to buy little stuff every here and there and pay it off every month, okay? But the whole idea is if you are 800, it doesn't hurt you to go to 825 or 830, okay? So don't you never, you wanna check for pre-approval. From time to time, you'll get links on your dashboard, okay? And be prepared for your credit to be impacted when you really do apply though. So a pre-approval does not affect your credit score because it is a soft pull, right? So your credit score will not lose 10 points. But when you are ready to actually apply for real, depending on the card that you are going after, then Navy Fed will do a hard pull on you. So just be ready about that. Don't you think that they will just give you the card for free and without checking your credit for real, like doing an in-depth check of your credit. They will do that, okay? And one thing I want to say here is that if you constantly, and if you are patient, if you constantly check your dashboard for pre-approval links, you will be good to go, because they do this from time to time. As long as you don't have a problem with the institution, like no credit problems, no bankruptcy, no collections, no charge-offs, and nothing bad on the banking side of things, you are good to go. I want to talk to you about DTI and CR. Oh yeah, those are not acronyms of institutions that track your ass. No. Those are, DTI stands for debt to income ratio, okay? And CUR stands for credit utilization ratio. So you want to lower your overall DTI. Uncle, grandpa, grandma, dad, mom, I'm talking to you. Niece, nephew, aunt, I'm talking to you. If your goal is to increase your chances of approval on your Navy Fed accounts, credit cards, you want to lower your DTI. You want to lower your debt to income ratio. You want to be in a position where you live below you don't live beyond your means. Okay, live within your means. This is what I wanted to say, because basically your DTI is a reflection of your expenses versus your income, your debt payments versus your income. Yeah, that's what it is. So you want to lower your DTI and you want to lower your CUR, your credit utilization ratio. Those two metrics should be around 30% or even 25%. The lower the better. The lower the better. If you want to be approved for any credit card, any Navy Fed credit card you apply for, you want to lower systematically. And the keyword here is systematically your overall DTI and CUR. Okay, so you want to set a repayment strategy on all loans and credit cards that you have right now with Navy Fed, but also with other lenders and credit card issuers. Okay, so making late payments or minimum payments opens you up to interest charges and fees, in addition to potentially hurting your credit score. So for that reason, the best way to pay your credit card bill is on time and in full every month. Pay on time and in full. Very important, okay? You can also estimate your monthly payments to see if your budget can afford it, okay? And it's all about planning, right? If we want to lower our CUR, let's say you want to lower your CUR over time, you need to plan these things. They don't happen by themselves and they don't happen overnight. It takes time. These things they take time and preparation. They take analysis, okay? And you can even set up an auto pay option. If you are scared about forgetting, you're afraid you might forget 1 month to pay your credit card bill, hey, listen, just set up an auto pay option. That way you just leave the whole thing in the background and things just happen by themselves every single month. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another session of the Awesome Sweetie Kiwi Show. I am still talking to you right now about Navy Federal credit cards, 7 proven hacks that always get you approved no matter what, okay? And I want to talk to you now about the paperwork that you need to have. I mean, obviously, you need to apply at some point and you got to gather some kind of paperwork, right? And so you want to gather the necessary information. What is that? Your full legal name, date of birth, address, social security number, annual income. And you also want to put, in some cases, if they don't have normally they should have your member number right away, but if they don't have that, you can also indicate your member number on the application form. One thing I need to tell you here is that you can actually, if you want to co-apply, let's say you want to co-apply on this credit card, then you want to enter the same information for your partner also, assuming that you and your partner are both members. I mean, he or she has to be a member also, okay? Or if you want to apply for, your child, if you want to add your child as an authorized user, your child, or it's totally possible, okay? What I'm trying to say here is that whatever you want, whomever you want to put on the credit card application, you need to gather information about them, okay? And by the way, you can also apply for a business credit card if you want to, through PenFed. Obviously, this show is about personal credit cards, individual credit cards. However, Navy Fed has the Navy Fed Go Biz card, either on a MasterCard or on a MasterCard basis or on a Visa basis. And you can also apply for a credit card also, okay? Just make sure that if you are willing to do that, you have an EIN. Having an EIN is very important, okay? But long story short, we are talking here about having the paperwork that we need to gather the paperwork for individuals. One thing I want to say that's very important is that you need to look at the proper timing. Timing is everything. Obviously, you want to update your income information on your dashboard. So when we talk about gathering the necessary information, we're also talking about updating whatever information that you need to update, right? Income is very important, and you want to look at proper timing. You want to apply when you are doing good, financially speaking, when you are doing better. So if you are in a situation where you're just barely scraping by, or if you're barely making it, you just want to wait. You just want to ride it through, just want to ride the rough seasons and wait for better times before applying. This will help you tremendously. Believe me, tremendously. Now let's talk about the application itself. So basically, you need to apply, right? So, and we have said this a lot of time. People are sometimes surprised when we tell them to go to a Navy Fed branch, and we just heard, you just hear like, well, if you there's a lot of people. There are many people at the branch. It ain't that easy to have an appointment. Blah 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 blah. Hey, listen. If you're interested in having a high limit credit cards from Navy Fed, you need to talk to someone. And when people talk about there's a high level of foot traffic at some Navy Feds branches, whatever, they're talking about branches. So it's all about the geography you're in. Okay, some Navy Fed branches have less foot traffic, so the staff have the personnel have more time to talk to individual customers. So it's all about you to actually find the, I would say the quote unquote least trafficked. Okay, the branch that has less traffic. So that would be our preference. Our preference will be to go to a branch and just have a conversation with someone. Okay, so apply in person. Now, you might say, well, I don't have time. I want to do things electronically. That's fine. So you can apply on the Navy Fed's website, but make sure that you click on the link, the pre-approval link they send you. Or if you don't have no link and you just want to get the card now, go ahead and apply. making sure that you have taken care of all the other elements I spoke about, your FICO score, your income, and whatnot. Okay, you can also apply over the phone. That's totally possible. Totally possible. You can apply over the phone. Not a problem. You can call a Navy Fed member and Navy Fed rep, and they'll help you out. Okay, or you can apply through a regular mail. I'm talking about snail mail. Okay, you get a paper in the mail, and they just give you a pre-approval. That's fine. Just fill out the form. You want to make sure the info is accurate, and just mail it. Okay, so there are actually four ways you can apply for a Navy Fed credit card: through their websites, in person, over the phone, and through the mail. Our preference, it will be in person. Our second preference will be over the phone. Our third preference will be through the mail, and our fourth preference will be through Navy Fed's website. That's if you have bad credit, or let's say fair credit. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. I was speaking to you earlier about the Navy Fed credit cards, 7 proven hacks that always get you approved no matter what. Credit scores, needs, costs, pre-approval. Okay. DTI and CR, paperwork, and application. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. I will speak to you another time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.